All right, guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I know it's pretty early on, and I do want to say that I appreciate you guys jumping on to watch my videos. I don't know, your stories. Please do share those. Also, like this video, guys. It does help with views and the algorithm and things like that. Subscribe to the channel for my new content that comes out. Today, though, because I actually missed it in my very first video, I do want to go back and explain why I switched doctors in the middle of being treated for diabetes. Because, as I've said, I do think Trulicity was having a greater effect. I will tell you now that the other medicine that I was on at the time was Adipex. And Trulicity and Adipex together, I was seeing weight loss. With Manjaro, my current doctor feels that I should be seeing weight loss with Manjaro, and I am not. She felt that I should see greater weight loss with Manjaro than I did with Trulicity and Adipex. But the reason that I made an abrupt switch is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been to the doctor, guys, but being able to identify what doctor treats what outside of like ophthalmology and dentist and just my regular doctor, um, I really don't know what doctor treats what. Um, and ironically, I've been referred to a nutritionist, and I know they talk about food. Um, I've been referred to, sleep apnea studies, sleep doctor. I honestly don't even know what they're called, other than they treat sleep disorder. Um, but I was referred um, to the hospital to get a CT done, and a phrase that my doctor said really stuck out with me. It made probably the most controversial um, thoughts in my entire life come through my head. Um, and it really made diabetes overly important to me. And if she was wrong, and I will tell you, thank God she was wrong, um, it would have made, if she was not have been wrong, it would have made, it would have put me in a position where I am having to make some very difficult decisions, having been around sick people um, earlier in my life. If I was as sick as my doctor thought, I would have probably um, been forced to make some hard decisions. Having a small child at home, I don't think I would have wanted her to see me be that sick. That's just keeping it as close to the vest as I can. But expanding on that, my doctor referred me to ultrasound. She wanted my liver and like that whole side, all the organs and whatnot, um, actually ultrasound. And she looked at me, I don't want to say with a smile, but carelessly looked at me and said, more than likely after this ultrasound, I will refer you to oncology. Now, I had no idea what an oncologist was until later that day. And yeah, so my doctor felt that I had cancer. And turns out that she was wrong. I didn't. That was the AST ALT results that was discussed in that first video, um, and probably why she felt that I had cancer. Um, specifically in the liver. Um, Turns out I did not at the time. Um, and I've shown you what water and hydration can do when you remove those bad Monster Energy drinks or other energy drinks out of your diet. Water can reverse some of that damage, and I'm sure that it has. Um, but I had no idea that those energy drinks was basically destroying my liver. And your liver being damaged is some of the reason why blood sugar is a problem too, right? So anyhow, I do have the results of that ultrasound here. If you want to read over it, you're more than welcome to. Very transparent here on the channel. I don't want to keep anything from you guys that could be, something similar to what you're going through. We are all in this fight together. you know, some of us are on different spectrums of it, right? Some of us are just freshly diagnosed with diabetes. Some of us have done the wrong things, but have been diagnosed 6+ years, like I have, um, and didn't have really good control and kind of got pissed at my doctor and stopped doing meds. Um, but I would say single handedly, this one test, being sent to it, being told oncology, it was really the game changer for me. It is why I'm so dedicated to finding the right solution for me personally. Again, as I said, my goal is to eliminate the need for doctor prescribed medication for my diabetic control. And whether that is through various types of um, herbs that I might be doing, or other activities like taking a walk in the evening after I eat, going to the gym a little bit more often, trying to start to grow the food that I'm consuming. Um, that is all important things to consider. But this was the biggest wake up call for me, was getting referred here, being told in person that more than likely she's going to refer me to oncology afterwards. Turns out that referral never had to happen to oncology, but it still hit very hard at home. I still had those difficult talks with my wife, who, we have a beautiful daughter together who, as of today, is still 6. And for me to tell you, and keep in mind, you can see this has been a year ago that this test was done, or this ultrasound was done on my liver, and being told that your 5-year-old could potentially not have daddy because he has liver cancer, um, was heavy. And like I said, I've been around sick people in my early life, and I knew that that was something I didn't want my daughter to go through. So I was, in fact, planning to um, leave where we live and um, go 4,000 miles away to live out the rest of the remainder of my life. Um, as hard as that would be, as misunderstanding as my daughter would be, I felt that that would be easier on her than watching dad suffer and seeing dad be in a state that he would have potentially been in. But like I said, by the grace of God, that wasn't the case. I didn't have cancer. I didn't have to move 4,000 miles away. I'm able to see my daughter grow up. But now it's about starting to develop a few more healthier lifestyle changes, and to eventually get to the point where I don't need medication for blood sugar control. to where I can do it with diet and exercise and good sleeping habits alone. Um, but that is, I know I missed it in the first video. Wanted to bring it up here. Guys, again, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to come out with content pretty regularly. I want you guys to follow my health journey. I want to celebrate my successes with you guys. I want to share my failures with you guys. That way, if I fell at something, you guys can see how I felt at it and not repeat that same mistake that I made. Or if I have great success with something and it's something you're open to trying, then you can try it and see if it'll help you as well. This is about a journey, my health journey, but we can do it together and we can both learn and grow from it. Guys, I appreciate you. Love you. See you on the next one.